Evea, and welcome back to the kitchen. Today, we're tackling a classic that everyone loves: warm, gooey, perfectly glazed apple fritters. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll be able to make fritters that are way better than anything you can buy at a donut shop. They're surprisingly easy, so let's get started. First up, our ingredients. The star of the course is apple. I'm using to medium Granny Smith apples. Their tartness is perfect to cut through the sweetness of the glaze. We'll also need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half a cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. For our wet ingredients, we'll use 2/3 of a cup of milk, 2 large eggs, and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Oh, and a little splash of vanilla extract always makes everything better. And for frying, you'll need a neutral oil like vegetable or canola oil. Let's prep our apples. Peel, core, and chop them into small 1/4-inch cubes. You don't want them too big, or they won't cook through properly. But you also don't want them too small, or they'll turn to mush. This size is just right for getting those perfect pockets of tender apple in every bite. Once they're all chopped, set them aside in a bowl. Now, for the batter. It's a simple 1-bowl process. In a large mixing bowl, combine all your dry ingredients, the flour, sugar, baking powder, and that lovely cinnamon. Give it a good whisk to break up any lumps and make sure everything is evenly distributed. This step is key to a light and airy fritter. Next, let's add our wet ingredients. To the same bowl, add the milk, the 2 eggs, the melted butter, and the vanilla extract. Now, here's a crucial tip: do not overmix. You want to mix just until the flour is incorporated. A few lumps are totally okay. Overmixing develops the gluten in the flour, which will make your fritters tough and chewy instead of light and fluffy. Ouais, en fluffy. Once your batter is just combined, it's time to gently fold in those beautiful chopped apples. Use a spatula to carefully mix them in until they're evenly distributed throughout the batter. Your batter should be thick, almost like a scoopable cookie dough. This is exactly what we're looking for. It will hold its shape when we drop it into the hot oil. All right, let's get ready to fry. Pour about 2 to 3 inches of your oil into a heavy-bottomed pot or a Dutch oven. We want to heat the oil to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. Using a thermometer is the best way to ensure accuracy, but if you don't have one, you can test it by dropping a tiny bit of batter into the oil. If it sizzles and floats to the top right away, you're good to go. If it browns too quickly, your oil is too hot. If it sinks, it's not hot enough. Using 2 spoons or a small ice cream scoop, carefully drop spoonfuls of the batter into the hot oil. Don't overcrowd the pot. Frying in small batches of 3 or 4 at a time will help maintain the oil temperature and ensure your fritters cook evenly. Fry them for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, until they're a deep golden brown and cooked through. They'll puff up beautifully in the oil. Once they're done, use a slotted spoon to transfer them to a wire rack lined with paper towels to drain any excess oil. Look at that gorgeous color. While the fritters are cooling just a bit, let's whip up a quick and simple glaze. In a bowl, we combine 1.5 cups of powdered sugar with 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk and a tiny splash of vanilla. Whisk all together smooth, pourable glaze. If it's a little more milk. If it's too thin, add more powdered sugar. Easy peasy. Now, for the best part. You can either dip the top of each warm fritter into the glaze or just drizzle it all over the top. I like to do a good drizzle. The warmth of the fritter will help the glaze set into a perfect, slightly crisp shell. And there you have it. Perfectly homemade, bakery-style apple fritters. They're crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside, and packed with tender, cinnamon-spiced apples. The sweet glaze is just the cherry on top. These are absolutely incredible when they're fresh and warm. I really hope you give this recipe a try. It's a game changer. Thanks so much for joining me in the kitchen today. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more delicious treats. Let me know in the comments if you make them. See you next time.